Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I thought about doing this video in my yard because it's a beautiful day outside, but I ultimately decided against it because the black flies are still really bad and I'd be doing this in the grass and it might not have been the best visual. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk about reverse crunches, reverse sit-ups, whatever you want to call them. You can do these a few different ways, and they're all pretty valid. You just have to remember for each one of them, it's gotta be a slower, steady movement and to always keep the abs engaged through the whole thing. So we're gonna start on our back, as per usual for any most ab things. So we're gonna start with our legs straight out. Hands are gonna be resting like right at the top of your butt, like between your lower back and your butt, essentially. Or right on your butt, whatever works for you. And so there's a few different ways. Like I said, you can do this. Some are easier than others. But it's always good to remember, like with all other abs, ab workouts, not to just, and pretty much almost anything, don't just swing into it because that completely takes all the, it negates what you're trying to do, which is engage your abdominal muscles. So the first version of this is just to keep your legs straight and lift them up like this and back down. And you can put them all the way down, or if you want to make it a little bit harder on yourself, you can not put them all the way down. You can make sure they're still lifted a little bit, as you can see. But it's good to remember, these ones, if you don't have your core engaged enough, if you don't have enough strength in your abdominal muscles, it can be hard on the lower back. So only go down as far as your lower back is comfortable, or go all the way down. So like if you go all the way up and then like here your lower back starts to hurt, don't go any further. Just do them from there. That's perfectly fine. Or go all the way down, let it rest for a second, and then lift back up. The other way to do this, to give it a little bit more burn and to engage not just the lower abs, but the upper abs as well, is to go straight up and then just lift a little bit. And again, you don't want to swing into it, because that's not helping your abdominal muscles. You really want to, before you even lift your legs, see how I engaged my abdominal muscles there? So engage them first, then lift. The last way to do this is to actually bend the legs, which will make it a little bit easier because you won't have as much gravity pushing your legs back down. So it's a little bit easier both for the exercise itself, and it'll be a little bit easier on your lower back as well if you do it with your legs bent. And if you need to do it with your legs bent for a little while before you can do it with your legs straight out, that's fine. Just remember the basics, which is to do it slowly and not swing into it, and also not to let your legs go too far back. You want them to go, when you get to this point, you want to go straight up and not back this way. That was a little exaggerated, just for show. So the other way, so you can bring them in and then up. And you don't have to straighten them at the end. I like to straighten them at the end, or you can just come straight down like that. So that's a little bit easier. I actually do most of those on a regular basis. And ab work, as long as you're not sore, you can really do ab work every day. Or, you know, switch it up, like do some day, some the other days. But you can pretty much, you know, do all your ab work every day. I do some version of that, crunches, a few sit-ups, plank, bicycle crunches. Like, I do pretty much all of those every time I work out. So like I said, you can do them at, you know, your core, you can do all the time. And, you know, like I said, unless you're sore. If you're sore, then, you know, give it a rest. Pretty much goes for anything. If you're sore, give it a rest. I guess it depends on the soreness. Some soreness you can work through, or just do it a little bit lighter that day. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you got something out of it, and that you can add reverse crunches, reverse sit-ups to your exercise routine. So if you like this video, please share it, give it the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.